So today's results, they've come in ahead of analyst expectations, but you've given a bit of a cautious outlook when it comes to margins for the rest of the year. Give us some more detail around the types of pressure that you're experiencing now that's given you a reason to give that cautious outlook.
Good morning, and thanks for having me. Yes, as you said, we are very proud of the strong results in the first half of the year. Almost 10% beer growth, 14% revenue growth, doubling our operating profit. Doesn't happen that often in a career that you can say that, so we'll take it as it is there. Propelled by sequential improvement across regions, in particular our Americas region and the Africa Middle East region, very strong with 16-17% growth. Brand Heineken continues to have a lot of momentum, 20% growth, double digit in over 50 of our operating companies. So indeed a strong first half of the year. Now, at the same time, as we have done since the outset of the pandemic, we remain cautious. We have expected volatility along the way, and we expect volatility to last. It's all the time, it's in a different place across the globe. Where we see regions like Africa, Middle East, South America really turning a corner. In the second quarter, Europe turned a corner, and we had still almost 10% decline in the first quarter, 13% growth in Europe in the second quarter. Now, of concern is indeed Asia, and in particular Southeast Asia. The impact of the virus was relatively benign last year, but right now we see much more impact, and in particular in a very important market like Vietnam, where they still have a relative low vaccination rate and the Delta virus having an impact. And that makes us cautious in our outlook over the next few months in Vietnam and some of these other Southeast Asian markets. But overall, we feel much better now than we did a year ago.
And when it comes to the cautiousness in those markets you highlighted, is it from a demand perspective because of the COVID situation, or is it more on the cost side of things?
No, so when it comes to the pandemic, it's really the impact on demand. And right now we are facing lockdowns in parts of Vietnam, the very important market of Ho Chi Minh City, where large parts of the market are shut down, the Mekong Delta. For example, in Malaysia, our brewery is shut down by the government as part of the COVID measures. So Southeast Asia is very much driven by demand restrictions due to the virus. Now, and indeed, you're alluding to a second part of our outlook where we see an acceleration in input cost impact, commodity pricing. It's much publicized up on. This will mostly impact us next year, as a lot of our positions for the remainder of the year are hedged. But we are, as we have announced late last year, we do see a lot of transactional effects impacting us also very strongly in the second half of the year. Now, there's also another reason that with lockdowns all over Europe in the first half, we were cautious on our marketing and selling expenses in the first half. And we do see an acceleration of our marketing and selling in the second half for good reasons. Now, those effects combined make that we're a bit cautious on our margin outlook in the second half.